Take the water, the paper. The paper has been sitting in the water for a couple minutes now. We want to make sure that it's thoroughly absorbed some water. So we're going to hold it by the corner and let it drip. Okay? Once it's finished dripping at a steady stream, we'll put it on the paper. And then I'm going to get a couple layers. You don't need a lot, maybe 2 or 3 layers, and just lay it over the top of your paper and just wipe it. We want it to still be moist, but we don't want any shininess because that tells us there is water on top or on the surface of the paper. Okay? So if I lift this up, I see a little shiny right there, so that tells me I need to wipe it. Okay? And then if I hold it up again, no shiny, so we're good to go. Okay. So once you have your paper ready to go and you have your plate ready to go, we're going to move it over and we're going to lay it over the top of our plate, center it the best you can, and then just take your hands and rub it over the top. I don't know whether you can see it on the screen, but I can actually see marker coming through. It's just a little bit, which is a good thing. Now you don't want to move the paper, so I constantly have one hand holding it down. Okay, if you move the paper, you're going to have a blurred image. And then what you can do is even lift up just a little corner to see that, yep, the image has transferred, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to lift it up, and there's the reverse image. Okay? Now, I have enough. I'm going to try what's called a ghost print. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this in a safe place, which, by the way, if you're watching this, you want to make sure your hands are as clean as possible. And I did wash my hands, and that's the best I could get that off. Because I washed and scrubbed, I know that I feel pretty safe that's not going to get my paper dirty. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing again. Drip out until it's just a couple of drops. Lay it on your paper towel. Dry off. Now my paper towel was in pretty good shape, so I use the same stuff. If yours gets pretty wet, start over. Get some fresh paper. We'll see how this ghost image turns out. And this is a little different paper, but I think it's going to turn out just fine. So I'm going to lay it over the top. Since this is a ghost image, it may not turn out at all. I may just get a slight image of this, and it might even turn out better than my first one. We'll just have to see. What's really cool is I can definitely see the image coming through. And again, review. Hold this down. One hand's always constantly holding it in place so the paper doesn't move. And then I'm going to lift it off, and there's my ghost print. So we have the first print, and we have the ghost image. Okay? Good to go.